balance they soul like the rhymes on this beat. And if it ain't about the knowledge, then I'm ready for beef. Boy, you know I'm from the shy, ain't no fucking with me. Ain't no ducking the G, and I ain't talking no gang. I'm talking number 7, manifest the mysteries, man. For them intellectual minds, send chills up your spine. That's that kundalini rising, trying to free up your mind. Yeah, my energy real, that's why I'm overprotecting. Mix the knowledge with the wisdom, hope you understand it. 3 keys to being conscious, hope you get the message. Anything I touch, boy, best believe I bless it. Mentally in a case, but physically in a booth. Breaking mental curses, all I need to show is the proof. From negative to positive is what I came to do. Yeah, I'm knowledge of God, and I'm addicted to the truth. Chia, baby, talk to me.
What's going on, y'all? Peace, man. I had some technical difficulties at first. I didn't know what the hell was going on. It's just my whole thing, my live, it just ended. But let me see. Let me put my headphones in. We're gonna talk about this. Okay, we good. We good. Can y'all hear me? I get some ones in the chat if y'all can hear me. No, there we go. But right here, right? So before I play this video, I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on, right? So look, this girl right here, she went on this guy took her out on the first date. You know, every time we always have our issues about relationships. So this was a good topic if you ask me. But like, so basically they go on their first date. When they go on their first date, at the end of the date, the girl decided to order 2 extra steaks for her kids. And the guy was like, he not paying for it. Why should he have to pay for your kids? He don't even know your kids. This y'all first date. And I guess she felt the need to give him a date because she was by herself. She was by her. I mean, she waited on him for an hour and a half. So by her feeling like she waited on him for an hour and a half because he was late to the date, that he owes her kids something to eat. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So let me play this. For y'all real quick. Can y'all hear it? Hold on. Shit. Can y'all hear? What the hell going on with my volume, G? Right, hold on. Let me make sure. What the hell going on with my volume, G? Hold on, let me make sure. What the hell going on with my volume, G? Hold on, let me make sure. I shared it. What going on? Hold on, y'all. We having some motherfucking technical difficulties. I don't know. It's a sign. Hey, hold on, man. Hold on, man. Cause this some bullshit. I don't know why my stuff ain't playing. Hold on. Y'all, let me look for this because this some bullshit. Cause why the fuck?
Go ahead and bring another steak and some potatoes. Okay. Nah, let me not take no potatoes. Nah, bring a check. I'm paying for my meal, your meal. I'm not paying for your kids' meal. No. Yes, you are. No, I'm not paying for their kids' meal. No. You don't think you owe me after having me wait an hour and a half? I told you I owe you. I owe you when I take you out. Okay, so you're gonna pay for my kids' food? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No. Hold on. Don't do that. Why you not bring your food, please? What's your name, Kiera? Why should I do that, Kiera? Because you sitting right here on the day. I was late to the date. You bring 2 orders. But I said, why would I get her kids food? Why would I get her kids some food? They were their daddy. She was right here for all this today. I'm not paying for all that. No, I'm not paying for all that.
Okay. I'm gonna play it one more time.
Go ahead and bring another steak and some potatoes. Okay. Nah, let me not take no potatoes. Nah, bring a check. I'm paying for my meal, your meal. I'm not paying for your kids' meal. No. Yes, you are. No, I'm not paying for their kids' meal. No. You don't think you owe me after having me wait an hour and a half? I told you I owe you. I owe you when I take you out. Okay, so you're gonna pay for my kids' food? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No. Hold on. Don't do that. Why you not bring your food, please? What's your name, Kiera? Why should I do that, Kiera? Because you sitting right here on the day. I was late to the date. You bring 2 orders. But I said, why would I get her kids food? Why would I get her kids some food? They were their daddy. She was right here for all this today. I'm not paying for all that. No, I'm not paying for all that. He was controlling his music game, meaning like, I'm in control. I know.
Let me turn that off. Let me exit out my shit now. Hey, so look, let me tell y'all, man. Hey, so look, check it out. So let me tell you where the problem lies at, right? Number one. Hold on, Brenda, listen. I'm finna look, I'm gonna drop the link in the chat because I want to have a discussion about this. I want you to tell me what you think, like how you feel about this situation, because I feel personally you can't tell no man what to do with his money. Like that's where y'all lacking at. Like, why are you trying to tell him he's gonna pay for the meal? Like, if he say he gonna pay for you and him, he wasn't expecting the kids, so you can't just throw that on him because he was an hour and a half late. You should have left, or y'all should have rescheduled the date. Your kids don't get a meal because of that. That's crazy. Why would you think your kid deserve a meal like that? Your kid don't deserve that. You went on a date with that man. That man don't know your kids. That's what I'm saying. Like, why do men gotta pay for? Why do women feel men gotta be obligated to pay for everything? Like, he don't even know your kids. He don't have a relationship with them kids. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. We'll play it again. Hold on. I get my settings and shit right. I don't know what happened, y'all. What up, Chop? Peace. If you want to add something to it, you can too, brother. Listen to this though.
Potatoes. Okay. No, it's ain't nothing. Potatoes. When I bring a check, I'm paying for my meal, your meal. I'm not paying for your kids' meal. No. Yes, you are. No, I'm not paying for their kids' meal. No. You don't think you owe me after having me wait an hour and a half? I told you I owe you. I owe you when I take you out. Okay, so you're gonna pay for my kids' food? No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. No. Hold on. Don't do that. Why you not getting two, please? What's your name, Kiera? Why should I do that, Kiera? Because you're sitting right here on the day. I was late to the date. You bring 2 orders. But I said, why would I get her kids food? Why would I get her kids some food? They was their daddy. She was right here for all this today. I'm not paying for all that. No, I'm not paying for all that.
That's your boy in the video. Hey, come up here then, JD. That's your homie in the video. Hey, hit that link, my boy. Hit that link, my boy. Let's talk about this, man. Maybe some chicken tenders. Alan, listen, I ain't buying shit.
What's up with it, boy?
Who's my boy?
You said what? Hold on, let me turn this TV down. I'm watching this football game. Yeah. I ain't trying to get you copywritten. You feel me?
Yeah, good.
Promote it. Hold on. But yeah, hell yeah, that's my nigga. Gerald Houston. Shit. That nigga a motherfucking fool in real life.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. He ain't wrong, bro. Why? But listen, this is where everybody's missing the point. They missing the point of the waiter listening to her. Not listening to the man with the money, the man that's there to lead and to pay the bill.
Yeah, that's his money. Shit.
Fuck, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, these women it's like they have no accountability, bro, for nothing, bro. Like, them not his kids. He just met you. He don't have to take. He don't have to.
Yeah, he don't automatically got to do shit.
Yeah, like, she talking about some yes, you is because he was an hour late. We're in the contract and say because you were an hour late, I gotta pay.
You gotta do this and that.
I'm not giving your kids no chicken tenders or nothing.
Good morning.
What's up with it, Miss Brenda?
Mm-hmm. I know you'll be up here, JD. Right on time. Happy Sunday, though.
Happy Sunday.
I'm over watching this football game in case I have to scrap this morning. I'm playing with y'all, but you just said an hour. An hour.
Yeah, she said you was an hour and a half late. So by you being an hour and a half late, you owe me. He said I got you, meaning I got you. Like, I'm gonna pay for me and your meal. Like, you can order what you want, but I'm not paying for your 2 kids no steaks.
Yeah.
When I say
get the steaks, add some lobsters in. No, I'm kidding. I'm really kidding. I'm joking. No, she's out of line. I wouldn't have went if he was an hour. Well, if he would have called. I'm thinking, like, did he not tell her he was gonna be late? Because then I would not have gone.
Look, she lucky he even took her there.
I'm come again.
She lucky he even told her to pull up there.
JD, you already know me. Yep, we don't get along with this conversation. Nope.
I'm leaving. Yep. What am I here for?
That's his money.
Yeah, I know, but
and then a waitress is listening to her. That's what fucking me up. Why are you listening to her? Who told you to listen to her? I'm paying for this. If I told you I'm paying for this, why is you listening to this woman?
Right. This is a bad look for women, what she's doing. Because I'm saying, if she felt that way, because I feel like she knew she wasn't going to go out with him again. Because I feel she seems like she's a little pissed. Like, just don't go. Because if somebody's an hour late and he didn't call, then I'm not going because that's disrespectful. And I'm like, is this just how he is? But I'm not going to go and order food for my kids. Like, that's crazy. But JD, could you further elaborate on why? Excuse me, she should have been happy that he brought her there. It doesn't look really fancy. So what now?
Hell, it looks fancy enough.
by
But
looking
what
at
do
the
you?
food,
But,
it looked like it's like could be like a Chili's or like a
and that's
Denny's.
fine. But why
That's
do?
cool. Shit, she could have got a $5 biggie bag with
See
her
what I'm saying?
attitude.
See right there.
With her attitude though, Miss Brenda, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay. Well, her attitude. Okay, but I'm saying she shouldn't be grateful that he took her anywhere. Cause I mean, I don't.
Look, man. The thing about it is that where do women feel that they are entitled to this much entitlement? Like,
Yeah.
why do you feel entitled that somebody else is responsible for feeding your kids that have absolutely nothing to do with your kids? It
Yeah, I
makes
don't
no
agree with
sense.
that.
Y'all have no connection, nothing together. This is the first date. And he was an hour and a half late. Maybe he had to make a few moves. Maybe he was late. I mean, he had to get off work and got dressed and it took a little longer. Who knows? He could have been in traffic. Who knows? But just because you're an hour and a half late does not give you the gratification or the satisfaction of ordering
Right.
food for your kids.
I completely agree with that. Because she seems like she's a little annoyed.
Yeah, look at her hair. I know that hair. That shit costs probably like $300-$400.
What's that got to do with anything?
This nigga knowledge stupid.
What's that got to do with anything?
I'm saying if you want steaks for your kids, you order them steaks.
You should have ordered that before I came.
Right, I agree. Like, okay, JD, you know what?
Let me decide if I want to pay. Now, listen, if we at the table, right, and I know after this date, I'm gonna take you home because we don't got nothing planned afterwards. If you know, and I know you got kids, so if you put the meal in and she be like, after I pay for the meal, and then she like, oh, I need to put some order in for my kids, and then she ordered the steaks for her kids, and then if I decide to say no, don't trip, put it on the tab, I'll pay for it.
Right.
Let me decide to do that.
Correct.
Right.
Not you to tell me yes you is.
Right.
Yes, you is. Like, no the fuck I'm not. Shorty, like, this my bag, this my money. And it's not that I'm cheap. It's not that I'm broke. It's not that I'm broke. It's because this is my money.
Yeah.
What I want to do with my money, you can't tell me what you want to do with my money.
See, and that's the thing when we were talking about the other day, like women being independent. Like the independent woman before in a relationship would not allow me to do this. I couldn't do that because it would make me feel uncomfortable to do something like that. Like, what? That's weird to me. I could never do that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know where the entitlement come from to where they just think they could just. That's why I think men are not. I feel like what me and my boy we was talking about the other day. Basically, men are a sponsor. Women are looking for a sponsor and not a spouse, because this type of attitude is what gives you the notion that you're just looking for help.
Right.
Because you forcing me to pay for some steaks for your kids. I don't give a fuck if it was just some French fries. Why are you insinuating that I have to pay for this? I don't know them kids.
Right. I barely know. Hey, knowledge. I barely know you.
Right.
I can't.
I barely even know you, shorty. I know you from a few phone conversations to lead up to the
So can I give you
that
a little bit of a
You
theory
that
of why a
comfortable.
little bit of the independent woman works? Not a lot of it, just a little bit of it, right? Because I don't ask or expect anything from a man that I can't already do for myself. You understand? So if like I can give it to myself, I'm not putting it in your face. So if there's an like I'm like, you know, if I want something from you, it's not something that I could like not already have done or be able to maintain for myself. Like you're going out here, like these women are saying they want men to buy them all these red bottoms, all this other stuff. Like, sis, have you been able to buy that for yourself? Like before, like you're expecting a man to do it for you? Because I think some of those expectations are unrealistic in terms of, you know, what you're expecting from a man, because you do that by yourself.
Right.
You know, so yeah.
Unrealistic expectations are being put on men nowadays. I don't know where these women getting
the city girls, man. They did that shit,
and that's what I'm saying. It's fucking up the whole dating game and time, because now they feel they don't have to listen to a man. Listen, if this man is taking you there, she's not grateful for nothing. That's probably why she's not with her baby daddy. She's not grateful for nothing. You mean to tell me? Look at her hands. Yeah, he gonna pay for this. Like what? Like
Yeah.
man, I'd have got up, walked over there, and be like, "Hey, shorty, how much my food costs?" I'd have paid
Real
food,
talk.
got up, paid for my food, and walked out and left, shorty. You not?
I left at the
What
table.
the fuck is you talking about? Like I'm a real
That's
man.
true.
I left at the
And that's what's
table.
wrong with the men nowadays. Like some men would have paid for it.
But knowledge, you gotta think about it. A lot of these niggas is tricking and they fucking the
I was
game.
getting ready to say that.
They
Yeah.
fucking
I
the
was
game
right
off.
on it. They really are.
Yeah,
That's how they get into women.
that
They flashing
entitlement
money.
shit,
I
and
mean,
now
half of
they feel they entitled. Like they
Yeah,
they're so
the.
entitled. They feel so
yeah.
open with it. They selling pussy on Instagram. They
Oh
selling it
my goodness! What?
on
Let's go.
Snapchat. They selling it on Snapchat. Look, what you think OnlyFans is?
Mm-mm.
That ain't nothing but they took it off Backpage
Selling
Mm.
the coochie.
and put
What
it
up?
on OnlyFans and made a whole thing out of this shit. Like this
Yep.
is
Yep.
women are now feeling like they are entitled. So they look at men like men are beneath them now. So that's why it's probably frustrating when you get a man in your life and he's trying to lead you and you can't fathom what that is because you've never seen it. You've never seen it. You've never experienced it. So when a man is coming to lead you, how can he lead you if you constantly telling him shit like this, especially something of what of her nature, telling him you is gonna pay for this? How the fuck you gonna make me pay for something, shorty?
How you finna tell me what I'm about to do? Like,
Yeah.
let's start there. Let's start.
Automatically no.
There.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
I
no,
barely.
he did not pay for it, child. No, he did not pay for it. He paid for his food and her food. That's what he said he was gonna pay for. But after she did that, I wouldn't have paid for shit.
I wouldn't pay for a goddamn thing, bro.
I wouldn't have paid for nothing. I'd have paid for my meal and got up and left. That's what I'm responsible for. That's what y'all seen me eating on camera. Eating on camera, I paid for that. So what she eating, I'm not responsible for that. That's our thing. How we pay is amongst us, but how the rules go in this restaurant, whoever was eating this damn plate is really responsible for that plate.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, I'm not doing it. Point blank, period. I'm not doing it.
Yeah. This is absolutely a no. And I think that she was pissed off that he was late and she didn't express that to him and she went and did this. And this is a negative. Like
Exactly. Alan, I would have did the same. I do have a soft spot for kids. I feel,
Alan's still on the chicken.
no, I'm saying I do too. Like, especially if I vibe with shorty, like if I like you, I'm feeling you or something. Like,
Yeah, your kids gonna get something to eat for sure, but
Right.
don't come off the rip demanding shit
Right.
though.
come on, bro. Exactly.
And on the
bro.
first
Don't
date,
come
that's
off the
very
rip.
weird.
Yeah.
Extremely.
Rip
It's like
that.
now you looking for a
Oh,
daddy
oh,
for, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I don't owe you. I don't owe you nothing. So what? Why you thinking that I deserve to pay for your kids? And I don't even know these badass kids. And why the fuck?
Why you want to get that?
Why they need steaks? How big is these motherfuckers?
Not
make
just
kid
steak,
meals
too,
for a
at that.
reason,
I don't
goddamn.
think it's for the kids.
Damn.
They not even about to eat the steak. They want
They
a
sure
burger
ain't,
and fries.
KB. They sure ain't.
Oh, okay.
They
I'm
want a
gonna
burger
play
and
it
fries.
again. Hey, mute y'all mic. I'm gonna play it again.
I got
God dirty.
Yeah.
Another steak and some potatoes. Okay.
Nah, this ain't nothing. I'm taking potatoes. Nah, bring your check. I'm paying for my meal and your meal. I'm not paying for your kids' meal. No.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not paying for their kids' meal. No.
So you don't think you owe me after having me wait an hour and a half?
I told you I owe you. I owe you when I take you out.
Okay,
Again.
so you're gonna pay for my kids' food.
No, I'm not doing that.
Okay, you can go ahead
I'm
and
not doing that. No. Hold on. Don't do that.
Why you not getting your two, please?
What's your name, Kiera? Why should I do that, Kiera?
Because you sit right here on the date.
I was late to the date.
You bring 2 orders.
But I said, why would I get her kids food? Why would I get her kids some food? They
Because
were their daddy.
she was right here
They
for
daddy.
all this today.
I'm not paying for all that. No, I'm not paying for all that.
What I'm saying.
That's my motherfucking
Wait, did he say
dog,
they with
nigga.
their daddy?
Yeah, he said they with
They
their
with their
daddy.
dad? Wait a minute.
They with their daddy. What
Just a
I'm
minute.
feeding you for?
Let me address her. Wait a minute. Hold on. They with their daddy. So why
They
is
with they
why the
daddy.
daddy not feeding them? What's happening here?
Right.
I'm
And
confused.
she
I'm
got
really
2
confused.
steaks. Not one, she got 2. for her ass to eat and for her baby daddy. Probably she probably still messing with.
Yep.
They probably still off and on, like they still fool around on the low or something. You know what I'm saying? Why is you bringing food and shit?
Alan, what does that mean?
She should have went to
What happened
McDonald's.
in 2020, Alan?
I guess the pandemic, you know, women stopped working, everybody stopped working and shit.
I don't know who stopped working. I had 2 jobs. Who?
That's my dog, though.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Look at this. I want to show y'all like the women, like our women, man. We do some wild ass shit. Like, let me share this real quick. Like, it's just like, why? Like, what's the point of wearing all this shit? Like, this shit weird as hell. Look at her nails. Of course, they made a funny video out of it, but like, look at her nails. Like, look at all that shit on her nails. Like,
motherfuckers just gotta be extra.
You cannot take no shower with them nails. You can't clean your body right with them nails. Like, we just like the dating scene, women. It's fucked up, man.
There we go, Hassan. Now, see, Hassan, yeah, Hassan owned something. She said, get her ass a 4 for 4. I ain't gonna lie, she probably would have got the $5 biggie bag out of me.
Wait a minute, what?
I'm telling you, with that attitude, yeah, for sure.
With the attitude, sis. But prior to this, he didn't know that. So we're not gonna go directly to the 4 for 4. Now let's start breaking the narrative. Okay. Let me get my Vaseline out. Hold on a minute. Let me address y'all.
Hey, and that's a Midwest nigga right there. That's a Kansas City nigga. Don't play. You dig? We ain't gonna play. We ain't going for none of that. Hell no. What?
And this is a certain sector of women because a lot of women follow fads, right?
Get right.
And everybody goes to the internet for fads and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's making me sick. See, we was talking about the food. Now, see how you just dropped this on us? Okay.
Miss Brenda, that was city girl activity right there.
It is. And the thing is that a lot of people don't have their own mind. Like, what do you like? Do you like this because it's the fad, or do you like it because you like it? Because that's what I'm like. When I walk into the store, I don't care if it's the fad. Like, a lot of these fads don't look good on you. Right. The eyelashes, when you put them on, do that look good on you, girl? Does that dress fit you?
See, like Glorilla, you can't even see her face. Like,
we're not gonna do. We ain't gonna do Glorilla.
Eyeballs, like, like that's what I'm saying. Women,
I'm about to queue up Alexa and start playing.
And women was married. The marriage rate was even higher back in the day.
Yeah.
Than it is now. And these women doing everything in their power to look beautiful for a man, but they don't want to, they don't want to deal with the consequences of having a man. And that's sitting there listening. All you have to do is listen to this to the man that's leading you. And if you can see that he's leading you off a straight, or y'all falling off the cliff, he fucking up bills, he ain't going to work, stuff like that, then yes, you can see that he ain't leading you. It's time to pack up and move on. But if
ladies, please don't have that type of behavior, because it's not gonna go far. That type of attitude ain't gonna take you far.
Now you said knowledge, you're gonna have a forum for us to discuss this, because I'm telling you, we gotta be in the middle. Because
you're gonna miss out on your blessing acting like that, though.
Yeah, but a lot of women don't have a problem with listening. But I'm telling you, as a woman, right? What I find is we want to do it. We're listening. We're scared, right? But what I'm saying is that we're listening to what you're saying to tell us just submit. But I'm asking you also, please listen, like when we're talking to you.
Yes.
Right. That's my concern.
The men listen too. You can't just bypass what the woman is saying because you're the leader. Because here. What you have to understand is that the woman has your back, so she sees what you don't see. So men do have to shut up and listen sometimes when it's her time to lead, have something to say or compromise with whatever is going on. But when it comes to a man directing and understanding order, and that's what I think a lot of women do not understand or have, because they have been head of household and have been running playing the master role for years, and now it's become normal to where now they can't even go back and act like a woman because they feel, like you just said, scared. They don't feel secure being resting in their femininity because they don't know if this man gonna get up and go to work tomorrow, or they don't know if he gonna come home tonight. So it just
so yeah, it can go both ways for sure. Like this ain't no bash women like panel, no, you know. It's just, you know, hell no.
Yeah, because I know they don't want to be questioned, because you feel like as a leader, like it does something to a man to question like what he's saying, like you don't trust him. Like I do, but please, like can you help me understand this? And I don't want you to feel like I am trying to hear you. I want to hear you. And if you answer my questions, it makes me easier to submit, because I just want to know these things. But I think initially it makes a man feel like just trust. I'm telling you, I know what I'm doing. And I found that to be true. Like he would, like, I've had this situation. He was absolutely right. And when I did, because I didn't really understand what he was asking me to do. And when I did it, I was like, oh man, I really should have did this earlier. Because I didn't really, he was right.
I mean, like I say, some women, it's okay to ask questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions, but sometimes in certain aspects, you gotta let a man be a man.
Right, I get it.
Even you, like you gotta let that man be a man. He don't need you to tell him certain things because he got it. That's what makes you feel like a man. Even when a woman is telling her man how good she feel, I mean how good he make her feel, or whatever the case may be, that makes him feel like the man. When he's around his man, he feels secure because he got his shit taken care of at home. That's what women don't understand. When you're not talking to your man, telling him, you know, how good he feel, how his arm.
It's just basic reassurance.
If you're not reassuring him, he's gonna find it elsewhere. You know
because we need that too. Not to cut you off, Ms. Brenda. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just had to say that because men need that too, just as much as women do. You know what I'm saying? Like we need to hear, you know, we want to make sure our spot is secure too. And that's for sure.
Like, I know my girl love me. Like
I know my girl love me.
Like I feel that. Like you wanna feel that, not just like say it and then be like, I think so. You know, I don't. You know what I'm saying? You want to really feel that this person got your back. Like you ain't, no matter what, whether you're arguing, whether y'all whatever. That's true love. Like people get mad nowadays and forget about the person that they was helping, or forget about the person that they dealing with because they mad. Like I saw this video. I'm gonna play it on here too, where the woman said basically when women get mad, they gonna stop cooking or stop cleaning. Like that's why Asian women and white women and other races women are getting married, because when they get mad at their husband, they still keep the business aspect
that's
going on. When he come home, he's still gonna have dinner on the table.
That's so trifling.
It is trifling. But
he didn't quit the business aspect of it. He just went to work. He's still doing his part because the bills got to be paid. But since you mad and upset, you don't want to cook today. This is why Black women aren't getting married, because it's some small shit like that.
Exactly.
I'm not gonna clean and cook now. I'm coming home, I gotta warm some shit up.
Well, let's be honest about this too, Knowledge. Well, you might be a little bit older than me. I'm 29, so a lot of women in my era, they not cooking and cleaning. Period. I'm not saying all women. I'm saying a lot of women.
That don't apply to me, JD.
Hey, I'm not. If it don't, look, Hassan, if it don't apply, let it fly. I'm not shooting no slug. I'm just going off what
I because we came up here with our Vaseline. Okay,
I'm talking about the climate of what's going on right now. You know what I've been.
I'm gonna play this video.
That is true.
I'm gonna play this video. Put y'all mic on mute. I'm gonna play this video, and I want y'all to listen to this woman, because this is how women, we used to hear old women talk back in the day, elder women. We used to hear these type of women explain to this stuff. You're supposed to have more. Where's the morals and the class and the respect? Women got more body counts than men nowadays. But let's listen to it. This girl was bragging that she had 4 bodies at 18. I have a 16-year-old daughter that has no bodies. I don't even want her to start having no bodies right now. And this girl got 4 bodies at 18. Let's listen to it though.
4 at 18 is nothing to be proud about.
I'm not proud of too.
Right? I'm telling you now.
I know.
Because when I heard the 15 before 30, that's where it starts from.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as I'm concerned, you see your 4? Keep it at 4 till you're 30.
I'm celibate now.
No. Keep it at 4. Don't be going out on our dates and winding up the guys. Don't be going out and saying, oh, I'm going to go to you just in case. Right? Because if I was a man and I took you out and you're not freeing it up, I'm going to feel offended. Especially if you're not going to go out for a date to look forward to having a relationship. So you see your 4? I want to hear from you. In 5 years' time, it's still 4. Unless you got a ring on your finger. In 10 years' time, that is still 4. Unless you got a ring on your finger, right? And shut up. Take advice from an older woman. That 4 by 18 is nothing to be talking about.
See what I'm saying?
4 at 18.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
See what I'm saying?
That's 1,000.
And these women you tell this to today, they want to just party. They want to twerk. They want to come on here and show all these pretty pictures and take pictures of yourself. When you know men are visuals. Y'all are not doing it for yourselves or no other women. You're doing it for the attention of men.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they call viral.
But can I tell you that society, right? Men are advocating like they want those type of women. Both things are being shown in the media.
It's like that because we have no control of y'all anymore. We can't tell y'all nothing.
Wait,
you know how many women?
That's true. Let's go,
women,
knowledge.
You know how many women on this app that I be in.
Where's the megaphone?
Listen, I be in the bushes. I see a lot of disrespect. A lot of women on this app be disrespecting men. Y'all over talk men on the panel. Y'all be telling niggas to shut the fuck up. Y'all call them bitches, hoes. Y'all knock them. Y'all do the whole 9. We have no control of you hoes. So now, now we just sit back and we let y'all do, and we just pick and choose. That's why that one guy on that video that went viral, and he said we can't tell the good girls next to the bad girls because the good girls are sitting too close to the hoes. Y'all,
this is Sunday service right here.
Y'all wearing sheer and blouses to the club.
Oh God,
that's prostitution.
That's
the collection plate right now. This nigga
they wearing underwear.
Hold on, check it out. Hold on. That's prostitution. That's what sluts do. That's what hoes do. That's what strippers wear in the strip club. And now y'all wearing these as regular outfits and making posts on Instagram. Y'all got full body bathing suits with the G-string line, and we see your whole ass and just and then you're getting naked. So where is the value in you?
Yeah. You lower your value when you do that.
When a woman is a man's trophy piece. It's not to be touched. If she is not to be touched, why are y'all displaying yourself out there for everybody to see you like that?
Yeah.
May I speak?
And then a man approach you on some sex stuff, and then you look at him as he's disrespectful.
May I speak?
But what about them still approaching you that way, and you do carry yourself as a woman, or you ain't showing nothing, or you're not trying to, talk sexual to no guy, but they still come to you like that? What do you say about that?
That's out of pocket.
Because the majority have displayed that this is the way of life now.
Mm-hmm.
Just like back in the day, we couldn't approach no woman like that. You had to have respect. You had to go home, call her on the house phone, talk to her for a minute, see her at school
all night.
Come on, man. Now it's too easy. I could just click of a button. I can meet you. We could pull up. I can meet you. Click of a button.
All right, Miss Brenda. What's
can
up?
I talk? So I don't want to over talk. I don't want to over talk on the panel, sir.
Let Brenda go.
Okay. Yeah.
JD,
so I don't know where the hoes are at, but I don't mix with the hoes. You already know me now. I'm gonna address this. Okay. So here's my concern. Let's look at both sides, because I tell you, I am open to listening to both sides, right? But I'm saying, what a lot of these young girls are seeing on when you on the TV, what the majority is going to see is what people are tuning into, right? You're not going to see what the good girls are doing because it doesn't sell. It's not going to come up on the screen, right? Just like a lot of the working men. You're not seeing that. Where you see that on YouTube? Where's that being promoted? Where is a successful black man being promoted on YouTube or on IG? It is not a thing. So what we're seeing, right? What are most of the rap videos and the music videos talking about? Dropping it, twerking your ass, doing all this kind of stuff. This is what we're seeing that the man wanted, right? So women are now firing up and saying, this is what they want. Let me be that so I'll be able to get the man, right? They're actually answering a call that's out there, a lot of them. Now, there's different aspects of them. Some women are just like that because the environment they grew up in, right? A lot of women are coming out of that, and that's what they see around them. People are trendy. They do what other people want. I look at that, and, you know, I'm confrontational in chats, okay? Whether it be spiritual or whatever, I'm coming in here saying, this is foolery. I don't care what that pastor said. I'm putting on my Christmas tree because I feel like it, right? I'm that person. But a lot of people don't feel safe enough in themselves to be like, I'm going to go against the status quo. I don't care if it leaves me out. I'm going to get what I want on my own terms. People don't feel safe enough to do that. They don't feel confident enough. I don't care what they show on IG. So I feel like a lot of women are answering the call of what they're seeing out there. So what's going on what's going on out here, women who are working like me, having 2 jobs, sometimes starting their own business, it's not being pushed to the forefront because it doesn't sell. So how that people aren't seeing that?
I just think most of the time that now that the women are a part of the working class,
Mm-hmm.
have taken away a lot of their natural nature, because when a woman is out working 8 to 10 hours, 10 hours a day,
Mm-hmm.
that you are starting to tap now more into your masculine energy.
Mhm.
Men do that naturally. That's natural for us. So now the way that
Mm-hmm.
you guys are acting, y'all are acting like niggas. That's why we be like looking like, what are you doing? Y'all sucking on cucumbers and like, what the fuck is y'all doing?
Well, that's also what you're feeding yourself,
Mindset has
right?
all the way diminished to, I'm just trying to have fun right now because I got to go to work in the morning. There's no substance. She can't rest in her femininity.
Right. And there's no I ask people, like, when you log off this app, like, what you do, like, what do you feed yourself? Because if you're listening to bullcrap all day, like, are you feeding yourself? What are you reading? What are you looking at?
Right.
What are you
Right.
ingesting? Because how I stay feminine and soft, right? How I don't want to argue with a man, right? Because I want to be understood, is how I feed myself daily. Because literally it could take over, because you go into automatic mode in life. You can, like, you just start doing it and getting it done. And that takes you straight into masculine mode with women.
Yep.
Because you're just trying to get it done. You're trying to fight in the streets to paying your bills, and you're doing your work. But when you get off, you got to feed your mind with something else to be able to stay in that zone. And people don't want to do the work. That's the problem. It takes something to do the work.
And y'all need to watch y'all damn mouths. Some of y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Some of y'all need to
I'm not
watch
gonna lie.
for real. Like, some shit just be out of pocket. You know what I'm saying? Some
Boy.
shit just be way out of this world. You know what I'm saying? But you want men to respect you. Look at how you talking.
Do you say any triggery things for this to even occur? Because I know, JD, you're so sweet.
I don't know.
You're
Shit.
so sweet and amazing, and I
No, Miss Brenda, you ain't finna get up on here and lie on me. I know I'm an asshole. We gon' I'm gonna take my licking and keep on kicking. Goddamn me, shit. But yeah, we ain't doing that. Like, some respect level has to be.
Right.
It has to be there. You know, just because we say in general statements, bitches and hoes, we not calling.
Nope.
We not calling each individual woman a bitch and a hoe. Like, Miss Brenda, I would never call you a bitch or a hoe.
Sure would not.
Don't do that. We ain't going like that. Hassan, I would never do that. I got respect for y'all, the utmost respect. But in general banter, when we talking to our partners, we be like, shit, man, I just called this one little bit, you know what I'm saying? Shit. It just be general conversation, just like y'all be having with y'all homegirls. Bitch, fuck you, bitch.
I don't do that.
Yeah, me either. But
one thing I can say, Brenda, what I really picked up on what a lot of immature men might not respect was the last time when you was on here and you said you and your guy got into it. He said some things to you, you know what I'm saying, whatever, y'all got off the phone, and you said you realized you just sat there, and then you said you called him back, and then you told him you thought about what he said and he was right. You say something about that. That's submissive right there. That will make that will make a man marry you, because you thought about what he said. You even took the time out to call him back and say, you know what, Even if you got mad and hung up the phone,
Yeah, I was mad as a mother.
if you took the time to call back, see what you did was you created a solution in your
Yep.
relationship instead of creating a problem in a situation. See,
Talk
when
your
you,
shit.
when you have situations in relationships and you don't handle them, they turn to problems.
Right.
Anything that turns to problems is hard to fix.
Yeah.
You're gonna need some outside resources to help you fix these problems. But if it's solutions, you can really help yourself get rid of these solutions. Like what you did was what women of back in the day would do. That's what will save their marriage. That's what will save their relationship.
Let's
That's
go,
what
knowledge.
their body count.
Let's go.
And it's not easy because you really have to get rid of ego. And I'm a Sagittarius, and you know my
Let's
pride.
go, Miss Brenda.
I'll ignore
Hold up.
somebody for whoo, honey, help Jesus. I'll be ready to ignore somebody. So, you know, for me to like really think it through and go back and it'd be like, then that's the way the trust comes in. It's like I'm gonna go back and tell him this, and like I'm gonna trust him. Like, is he gonna play on me? Like when I apologize, you know what I mean? Is he gonna respect?
Yeah.
You know, you're scared that he's gonna take that and throw it back at you, instead of like realizing that okay, you're right. You know, King, you what you told me was right. And
Sometimes all you gotta do as a woman is say you're right. Baby,
Yeah.
I hear you. Baby, I'm listening. Have
Mhm.
some type of dialect back
Accountability though, knowledge.
and exactly have some type of accountability for what the fuck you do in this
Mhm.
relationship. It's not just about you.
Facts.
Right.
About
Right.
us. It's not
But I
about
realized that I don't
us.
see what men see, right? And I realized that, you know, recently I was like, he was really right. And like I didn't see any of it. When I did what he said, I was like, oh, okay, yep, saw what you meant. Really saw what you meant. So now I trust you a little more because when I put into action what you told me to do, I saw the outcome. And so now I can trust you. And that's what I'm saying. Like, let me understand, because it's not easy completely submitting to somebody. It is just not, is it? Like by human nature, you're resilient,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know? So you have to really get your mind into doing it and have to really trust somebody. So
Yeah.
telling the woman to give you 100% trust, ooh, boy.
It's a learning process. It's a learning
Yeah,
process.
it is.
He might do things to make you be like, oh no, I can't trust this nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's you do things, but that's where y'all have to go past that goal, that stepping stone, and say, is we gonna create a solution around this, or
Right.
we gonna sit back and just let ourselves fall into this BS?
That's what happens.
You know what a lot of real relationships is missing these days? Real communication.
That's it.
Facts.
Like motherfuckers is listening to react and you know what I'm saying? Like they not listening to comprehend what is being said. So
For me, I'm gonna just say this. Me personally, I don't feel like I'm a woman that would have an issue with submitting, because I know that's my natural role. I understand that's what I'm supposed to do, but it's like you keep attracting people who aren't mature enough to take that, or they're not in a position in their life to where they can accept that or appreciate that. So it kind of makes you tired. You know what I'm saying? Like when you keep running into the same people that want you to act like they're exes or something like that because they're not used to, you know, the way you present yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like that's draining.
yeah.
If you don't speak to the church, please.
I told you this
Also-
Sunday service right here.
Also to that though too, that's kind of, let me say, because I had to learn that too. That's kind of our mistake as well too, because you have to teach somebody how to love and like you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to teach them, this is the way that I need to be loved. This is how I woo.
That's true as a
You
motherfucker.
have to realize when you get into a relationship, you're merging two realities into one.
Right.
Because we're people, just like it's four of us on this platform, we're merging four brains into one conversation.
Right.
So we might have some static, we might have some arguing, we might have some ups and downs until we get the right connection.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To properly build to elevate to where we need to go. And that's what people need to do in relationships as well. Take the time to find solutions. But if that other person is not willing to communicate and understand that these things take time and repetition, and have an understanding of that, and just want to hurry up and just move on and go to somewhere else because you just want to hurry up and just feel good about yourself,
Right.
then you're going to be going on this roller coaster for a long time.
Because you're gonna be trying to fill a void too at the same time. If you ain't all the way found yourself and you know, and happy about who you are, you're gonna be trying to fill a void because you're not happy. You want somebody to make you happy. And that is a self emotion. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta find happiness within yourself.
Yeah,
Like
and I'm not
I
doing
don't
that.
I don't tell a woman to be my peace. I tell her don't
Right.
disturb mine.
Wait,
Facts,
what?
facts. Because a woman is supposed to bring you peace, but y'all both supposed to bring that to each other.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
supposed to already have that within
Yeah, I was like,
yourself.
yeah, please come with some, because
There we
yeah,
go.
I
There we
tell a
go.
woman, to add to my piece
Yeah.
correct,
There you
because
go.
correct.
Yeah.
I can,
Don't you know?
I can really be peaceful on my own. But
Facts.
every see, there's no such thing as I believe that there's no such thing as being alone. I feel like you can get comfortable in your loneliness because you've been alone for so long.
Absolutely.
Mm,
Yep.
I don't think that you can grow like that because that's why some old people die because they don't have that other companion there on their side. Like you're missing that other piece of energy that you was born with. We
yeah.
both have male and female energy flowing all through us, so we need that connection.
We
Whether
were made to find, have other companions.
it was just this. It's just the way that this life has whoever's ruling the world deemed life to be. So
Yep.
now we going through all this bullshit to come back to finding our true selves. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like I saw it like in the game God of War. At the end, the two beings came together, and when they came together, they became one being. So that's why I say it's something about love that is so powerful
Definitely.
that nothing and no force in the universe can overbeat that. So that's why I think that's why they fuck with life like this, like keep relationships down and people not really
Hmm.
becoming one. Even in marriage, some people get married just because they're settling. They're
Yep.
not really happy with that person, or they
Ugh.
had kids with this person. So I'm
Oh
just
Talk
gonna
your
Lord.
shit, bro.
it's all
Talk your
about the intent. Intention is what really gets you the manifestation of what you want. It's all about your intent. You can act as like you like this thing, but you really don't. So nothing really gonna come up out of that. You know what
And
I'm
I
saying?
feel like nowadays it's a lot of motherfuckers rushing. They not
Yep.
learn
Yeah.
they not learning they person that they trying to really be with.
Mm-hmm.
They not taking them proper steps that they need to. You know, it's more than just boyfriend and girlfriend. We too old for that shit. Like
Facts.
we got to be
Facts.
working
Yeah.
towards building something. Like you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like real life, and we can't build something if it's rushed. Nothing rushed lasts long.
Just like my boy said, he say we all have to learn that before we start a relationship, we have to know each other before we start a relationship, court each other, right?
Yeah.
That's what the brother was trying to do to her. He was trying to court her, but she wanted some more. She wanted an unrealistic expectation from him to pay for steaks. What if he only had enough money for her and him that day?
Mm-hmm.
What if his car got jammed and he couldn't get to the ATM and get more money out?
Right.
Right, right.
Anything could happen, G. So that's why I'm saying, like, it's like the women want it's like it's so much no accountability that the men is accountable. We got to take y'all accountability. We the reasons that y'all fucked up. But
Yeah,
nobody
yeah,
told y'all. No man
yeah.
told you to, man, make an Instagram account, get on there and turk your ass. Nobody told y'all to do that. And that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. That's why it's hard for y'all to find a man. And that's why it's hard for the good men to find a good woman out here because
You
you
But
don't.
can't tell
knowledge,
who it is. You can't tell
knowledge.
who's
Let me
good.
let me ask you something, my nigga. This is a question for the whole panel. Do you think a lot of these women these days really want a good man, or
No,
do they want the
I'm gonna be
thought of a
honest.
good man? Do they want the thought of a good man?
Y'all go first. I was
I'm gonna be honest. I don't believe they do because when these women get a good man, they mistreat him
Let's go, Hassan. Let's.
because they're not used to getting treated like anything either.
Okay.
All right. It's also what they define, like, what's a good man
Yeah.
to you?
Ooh, there you go, Miss. Yeah.
Like, what is a good man? Like, somebody with, like, integrity and character. Because, like, you out here
Yeah.
representing me. Let's say you doing something crazy, like, in these streets. Like, I want a
Yes,
man like
ma'am.
that, like a protector, or I feel
Facts.
safe at night. Like, when we close the door and shut down the lights, like, I might feel safe with him. And also, like, do I feel safe, like, talking to him? That is a big thing. Like,
Mm-hmm.
can I rest my heart in you? Can I tell you what's going on and feel
Mm-hmm.
safe that
Yeah.
I can share this stuff with you? Like, that's a good man, to me. not the superficial stuff. Because like if that falls and we going through a hard time, okay, we're gonna rock out together because your integrity and character is gonna stay with it.
Yeah.
Not all of this superficial stuff. Because after a couple months, like if I'm not getting to know your heart, because when people say at 3 months, you really start seeing how a person is, like, what are y'all talking about?
Hell
You
no.
should know the person more at that place, and things should be getting better. How are
Right.
they getting worse? Like, what are you looking for?
Because people hide who they really are at
Right.
the
Yeah.
same time.
Let's go, Hassan. You know,
Yeah. It's so
Hey, listen.
backwards to me.
See, listen. To your question, bro, it goes back to what I said earlier. These women want a sponsor, not a spouse.
a daddy.
They want exactly. They want a hand. Help them, and then you get the biz like friends with benefits. You just get the sex because you helped her pay a bill. You gave her $50. You cashed out for $200, $300, $500, whatever the case may be. You helped her out. You get you get the coochie a little bit. It's like rent a coochie.
And knowledge, let's
Oh
keep
my
it real.
God.
Knowledge,
Oh
let's
my God, you
Rent a
guys are
coochie.
testing me today. Okay, go ahead.
knowledge, let's keep it real. Not to
Not
cut
rent
you
a
off, big bro.
coochie.
Not to cut you off, big bro. But let's keep it real. Them friend with benefits, they lasting longer than the relationships.
Let me tell you why. Because that's where the confusion come in.
Facts.
The friends with let me build.
Go ahead.
Friends with benefits is like I could be friends with benefits because I'm not dealing with this person every day. I'm not seeing how they're living. I'm not over there up under them 24 hours or coming home expecting dinner. It's no real expectations, but it's transactional. It's not really the expectation is through the transaction. So everything is transactional. I hit you with this bread, help you out, blah, skippy. I come over whenever I can, beat them cakes, go about my day. That's what it is. But see, when you get in a relationship, now you have to build structure. A lot of men don't have order. A lot of men don't know how to lead a household. A lot of men don't know how to tell their woman to clean behind the toilet seat. A lot of men,
Let's go. Knowledge. Oh,
men
shit.
are dirty. A lot of men know how to establish.
Go ahead and finish that so I can come back and address your toilet seat. Go ahead.
A lot of men don't know how to establish order. So, and some men that do establish order become and that over establishes, those are narcissists.
Mhm.
So women have to understand there's a man that's trying to establish order and they're narcissists. So you have to pick between the two, and you have fuck niggas. So you got to figure out what you got to find
Talk your shit, boy.
and have real conversations with these men in order to understand what you truly want in a relationship. If this is what you want in a relationship, and you telling this man this is what you want, this is what you want, this is what you want, and now he going out here trying to do this, and he fixes himself and puts his mind state in this type of situation, and then you're not even living up to that expectation, then he's gonna look at
fraud.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes women be putting unrealistic expectations on men, even themselves, because they too stuck in their mind.
I remember Nip said, "Don't put your expectations of me on me." You know what I'm saying? Like, I forgot what he said. I think it was around them lines, like
something like that. Like just because your perception of what you think I am, that's not who I am.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Look at reality. This is me. So now you're addicted to the fantasy instead of. So what you're doing is you're addicted to the potential I see in you instead of the red flags that you see. You see these red flags, you bypass it because
you blowing past them. Yeah,
because you're addicted to the potential. Man, I know he this. I know she this. I know she could do this.
I know he. You know,
But
I know he can.
People just don't want to be alone, so they just cling to people regardless of how they're being treated. I mean, it's that as well.
You definitely got to master being alone, because that's when you tap into your inner self and you find out more about you. You feel me? Because we all got flaws, but I'm the type of nigga, I'd rather put all my flaws on Front Street. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So then you can't go back and be like, you ain't tell me that. Woo, 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 woo. Man, I said everything from the gate. You know, said. I'm not your knight in shining armor. We ain't finna do all this Candyland shit. You know what I'm saying?
Brenda,
and I'm not gonna lie.
About clean behind the toilet.
What you say,
Let
Hassan?
me
I'm not.
address you. Let's go on back. Let's go back a block. There's a few of us women out here who know how to absolutely take care of home. So thank you for your input. But we got behind the toilet seat. Okay.
Facts, Brenda.
Yeah, go ahead and take care outside because we don't tell y'all how to do your job. But do you want to leave a little hint? Maybe put it on a sticky note so I don't have to address you. Put that on the bathroom wall.
But if you move too slow, I'm gonna take care of outside and inside.
Well, go ahead though. Go ahead then. You take care of it.
Nah, look.
Anyway,
when I'm cleaning and if you moving too slow, you just in the way.
How am I moving? This is the unrealistic expectation you have of me. I'm never moving too slow. I'm moving at the right pace
in the way.
in my
Like
house.
I tell my daughter get out the way sometimes because I be like, bro, watch out, you in the way.
Let me check.
I'm not gonna lie.
Is it on sale today again on unmitigated gold? Because y'all is out here buying it. I don't know what's happening here.
Oh shit!
I'm not gonna lie though. I had a
look. What I think is in relationships, women have to understand that men are here to establish order. If you're not really ready to take these orders and so I can help you be in a submissive role, then please move around. And the thing about what I used to ask women, what is the reason that a man gets on his knee? No woman could ever give me the answer. They don't know. It's because he's reciprocating the energy that you've been giving him, which is being submissive. That's why he gets on his knee, to show you, baby, listen, you've been so submissive to me. You've been making me be in my masculinity that I have to reciprocate this right back. Get on my knee and tell you that I'm going to be with you forever.
I'm locking this in.
So can I ask you guys a question?
Huh?
Can we ask you men a question?
Yeah.
How we're sitting here understanding like what you're saying, listening to what you guys need, like getting it, because honey, relationships, Jesus, right? When you get past this stuff, it's worth it. Like that you got to stick in there for it. Are you men also taking the time out to realize like how you establish order in a way and speak to a woman in a way that she gets it? Because I feel like you have to take the steps as well to understand us, so that some of the friction, like we're trying to decrease the friction by trying to, understand you, not trying to frustrate you. We keep being combative when you tell us to do stuff, right? Trying to melt into that role. But in the same token, it's like, let me see ways that I can speak to her, that can get to her in a way that doesn't scare her. Like I'm walking along this with her because we need that.
And I agree with that because I had to learn that over the years too. How you handle one female, another female is not gonna take that. How you talk to this female is not gonna accept that. You could just use your regular voice and she'll get it. Other females you might have to curse out because they want to talk crazy back to you or something like that.
Right.
And so it's like when you got to curse back at somebody or talk back to a woman and I have to strain and get my point across, then that's not the woman that I want to deal with. Because
what it do, G? I'm in here, G.
So what's up? Peace, my boy Jim.
Peace, my boy. I hear I really don't get involved because I'm a type of nigga, but what's going on, bro, is with this reality TV has set a standard for some women that's unobtainable. Like you can't want to be a basketball wife and date a street dude. You can't be a basketball wife and date a normal man. When I say that, I say this. Stop trying to go on a first date with somebody you just met and you trying to count his dollars by the stuff you're trying to purchase. Most men are happy with simple things, just like most real women are happy with simple things, bro. We have to court each other, not date, but court each other, find out what we're interested in. Just because we are sexually attracted to somebody does not mean we need to start a relationship.
Ooh.
That's what's happening.
He said something right there.
That's what's happening. When you see someone you're attracted to, you want to go out on a date with them. You want to go out on a date with them.
I wish you would have said that in the comments too. I would have told Knowledge to pin that.
Yeah, that's my boy right here. 30 years.
I've been in a relationship 18 years with my wife. You feel me? I'm 37. I just turned 30. I'm 38. I'm getting old as fuck. But look, when we go out on dates or when we find somebody attractive, men or women, we cannot let attraction be the only thing that's the reason I'm here.
Right.
That's what opened the door. But what's going to keep me? It's the way, whether it's a woman, the way she acts, the way she, or a man, the way he acts. But we have to give that time. We cannot rush. It takes, for me, after college, it took me a while to find somebody that I wanted to be with, because I had done everything that a young man could do: make money, have sex with multiple girls. You know, the shit young motherfuckers do.
Right.
But the problem is, like I told Knowledge weeks before, is we have men and women who jumped off the boat late, started dating late, started having sex late, started to have relationships late. So they don't know how. So you have 35 to 45 to 50-year-old motherfuckers who don't even know how to deal with a relationship. They think if I'm a man, I just need money, I can get what I want. If I'm a woman, I got a nice body, I can get what I want. None of that has nothing to do with your emotionals.
No morals.
You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Morals, nothing.
Yeah, all that shit out the window, like shit.
Out the window. And it's like, it's a lot. It's way more, and I'm a man, but it's way more good women than there is men. But what women have to do is remember that they are the prize at the end of the day. They need to be the ones not to settle. Okay?
Yep.
If the woman doesn't settle, well, then she finds the right man. Because the man who's going to be with her is going to be the man who wants to make sure she's emotionally okay.
Mm-hmm.
Also, but listen, it comes, you gotta think now, we're in different times. You know, she come with a baggage, bruh. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say, how like Brenda said, it doesn't feel natural for her to look for a man. You're not supposed to. You're
not supposed to be looking.
You're focusing on yourself. You're supposed to be getting your body right, your mental right, and that man will naturally seek you out.
Yeah.
As that one. But when a man could look at your picture on Facebook and be like, damn, she fine as hell. He get to going through the pictures, and then boom, he see you on there half naked. Then he see you twerking. Then he see you at the club with your girls. Y'all pouring alcohol. Now he just want to have sex with you.
Yep, because now he see the value. Your value.
Now the value have decreased that fast. We don't even. It happens so fast that you don't even. It don't even calculate. It just boom, like damn, she fat as hell. Like you in there, it take away the whole effort of you want to say, man, let's go get some tacos, let's go out to dinner.
And it hits us so quick, like we'll change our mind on shit quick, like oh no.
Fast. Like, oh hell no. Boom,
but you know what too, bro? But you know what too? As brothers, as men, we cannot. As men, we cannot judge these people off pictures, because a lot of people post some shit and they still unhappy, man.
Yep.
Men are visuals, and that's how men do it now. It's the
we
men,
are.
Visuals. A lot of men are afraid to approach women, because women back in the day, women used to have their mental together, that a man knew that if he don't have his shit together, he can't approach.
He couldn't do it. Yeah,
that's a fact.
So
that's a fact.
I could just
okay, you're right. But look,
hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Now I can just get on Instagram. I can soup up my profile, and then I can get on Instagram and cash app her a couple dollars to get her attention.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to have a real conversation with her no more. It's about the money now.
It's about what's in your wallet. Capital
I'm balling.
One.
I got money.
Capital One.
Money to talk now. So now I could just cash app her 500, 200, 300. Like, hey, what's up? She follow me on Instagram with the title in there. Who is this?
What you say? Knowledge. They got a retainer fee to talk to them nowadays.
Come on, man. It's crazy now. It's crazy. Go ahead, bro.
All I'm gonna say is all about what each other want. If a woman needs a real man, she needs to carry herself like she wants a real man. She definitely don't need to be out here looking for nobody. She just need to be out here looking good for herself. You feel me?
Right.
And if a man want a good woman, he cannot judge her by what she posts on Facebook, because you're not going to see anything. You're not getting to know her. You just know what she may or may not like to do. You get what I'm saying? People got to take time with each other and court each other, man.
Yeah,
Stop jumping in these relationships, man. Everything. Go ahead.
Nah, go ahead. My bad, bro. I was just agreeing with you and piggybacking off you saying. I said that, like, people really got to take time to learn each other.
Take time, man. Especially if I'm a woman and I don't have a great track record of picking the right guy. I'm going to stop looking, And I'm going to find myself in places where I may think a nice guy may want to be if I'm looking. But when a guy comes around, you need to be hesitant because you the prize. And then the man gonna prove to you if he wants you. He's gonna do whatever it takes, and that's how you gonna know if you got the right person.
The reason I say a woman to focus on herself and get in her mental and her physical, because you are naturally an emotional being. And by you being an emotional being, and you need to have your emotions balanced in order to make the conscious decision on this type of man that you bringing into your reality.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I tell you guys to hit the gym. This is why I tell you guys to have some type of structure and order about yourself, because that will bring that type of man to your reality. If you don't have that, it won't come. You'll continue to deal with BS.
But some people shame you.
In order, not just saying hit the gym and all that stuff, but
the gym is not the number one thing. The thing I think would attract.
I'm just saying, as far as getting your physical and mental together.
Mm-hmm.
Period. That's how
the laws of attraction work. Is I'm gonna attract what I put out. So if you're really a shitty person deep down inside, you're gonna attract shitty people. If you're really a good person deep down inside, you're gonna attract good people. But you got to know where to look. You know, the guy who can't even come up to you and say, "Excuse me, miss, what's your name?" You know he's not the right person for you. You got to take those looks.
That shit can deceive you at the same time. That's why, like, when women ask me, what do I look for in a woman? I don't even tell them no more. Because then they can fake a facade. They can fake it. But you can only fake it for so long to where I peep that shit and I see what you doing. That ain't you. I'm already peeping you out. You know what I'm saying?
This is why men don't commit. That's why it take a while for a man to commit. Because once a man
most of us to add on that, most of us don't commit because
hold on, bro.
The women don't understand that men are just emotional as them.
Bro, let me finish, bro. I'm smoking. I'll be forgetting.
Oh, my fault, G.
I done forgot. You know, nigga, they threw me off.
My fault. My fault. But I'm just saying, like,
what was I saying?
We can't complex shit. We just gotta know. We gotta work with each other to find somebody. You know, you gotta find fault in people first to find out if you can even deal with it. But there's gotta be some type of standard to where certain things can't fly. If I'm in a relationship and my girl cheat on me, I can't take her back because you just showed me that you're not ready for what I'm ready.
That's a fact.
And it ain't even just that. Let's get to the meat and potato. Ain't no telling what you was doing in that bedroom with that man. Like, shit, on my mama, I don't want you after he hit.
It ain't even about what you was doing. It's I know you not finna go over there and you gonna perform the best you can.
Yeah, because first impression is everything.
Everything. So you're gonna go over there and perform. So you didn't probably let them bust all over you, make you
you didn't did theatrics on this nigga, goddamn me.
You're right. Now you want to come back home to me like, no, I'm cool.
Hell no.
Adam, what's going on?
My name ain't Larry Lunchmeat.
What's up? What
it do?
I was enjoying the build. I like this conversation.
Me too. Yeah, hell yeah.
Come add to it. What you got to say?
I can only speak from a woman's perspective, and I will say that we need to be more realistic and specific about the type of man that we want, even his flaws. And you manifest it, you pray for it, you write it down, update your list as needed, and then be very realistic about whether or not you're the type of woman that will even attract that type of man. Because a lot of times we have this huge expectation list for men, but it's like, what are you bringing? How are you going to add value to that type of man's life?
Mm-hmm.
Because it has to be reciprocal. You have to be able to come in, like you can't come in and say, I want the man that can build me a home. I want the man that can take me on date night every week. I want the man that can do this, that, and the third. And all you make is rotel when you cook. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
That type of man is probably going to work. Don't nobody want your Rotel. Don't nobody want your
I
Pat
could eat that
Gravy.
years ago. So don't come at me with no Rotel, please.
Don't
Or
nobody
no
want your oodles and
motherfucking chicken
noodles.
nugget.
Or that
Nobody
chicken
wants your
Alfredo.
oodles and
Listen, that's
noodles.
what I'm saying. Listen, all this whole fake rich, this whole
And
fake rich generation, they don't. Everybody wants the instant gratification. Like nobody wants to cook no more. That like
Let's
people
go.
only really cook on holidays. Like I don't
Let's
never
go.
really see nobody saying like, "Oh, I gotta get dinner ready tonight." Like I gotta get dinner ready tonight. Like you never
I
hear
don't
those.
tell it to you two, but we eat cooked dinners every day here.
Right.
We do too.
Yeah, you know, and then when it comes to that, do you want to grow old with this man? If you do, you can't keep feeding him fried pork chops and chitlins and all this other shit. You gotta feed
Right.
him for his health. Feed you, both of you, work on your
Bologna
health.
sandwiches and shit.
Yeah, you know, like what are you really doing? Do you have your little garden outside the house? Or are you getting your onions and tomatoes from outside the house? You know?
Let's go. Let's go.
How do you stimulate your mind? How do you stimulate his mind? How do you all grow together? Do you all have plans for rainy days? You know, so just thinking more realistic. And
Mhm.
then you don't have to go and look for him. You be in your lane, and I promise he'll come find you. He'll see you the way that it's supposed to
Just
be. In
be
his
your
natural
natural
order.
you though.
Just be your natural you in your natural order,
Yeah.
and he will find you.
Yeah.
Y'all know what's the problem too, man?
What's up?
Everybody fake. So nobody even know themselves to give themselves to anybody.
I said
They
that
put on-
earlier too, big dog.
They put this perception of themselves. They put this perception of themselves out there, and that's not who they really are. And they attract the people that they don't really want.
And
You
see,
get what I'm
that's
saying?
why you gotta master being alone so you can tap into your inner self and find you. If you ain't found you, what is you doing out there looking for somebody
Trying to
else
be
if
for
you ain't
somebody
found?
else. Correct.
Because I had an unrealistic expectation of relationships before I got into one. I was kind of thinking that this is what's supposed to make you happy. This is supposed to,
Mhm.
kind of fill all your voids. But then I had to realize, like, nobody can do that for you.
Nobody.
You have to take that time with yourself. If you don't know how to be with yourself, you don't know how to be with nobody else. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real shit.
I agree with that.
That's real as a
And-
motherfucker.
Yeah, I agree with that shit because a lot of people don't really know how to be with themselves. Like, they be
Yeah.
themselves. That's why you have these women. They have so many men,
So many baby daddies and
so many
men.
baby daddies because that's a void that you try to fill with anybody that come around. You trying to fill with any masculine energy that come within you, and every man that you meet is not going to be the one. My daughter don't even date or none of that shit, but I already tell her that now. Every boy you meet is not going to be the boy that's going to be your dreams for life. Like that's not life.
And to
Don't-
Yep.
piggyback off what you saying, Knowledge, what bruh say, just because you sexually attracted to her does
Right.
not mean y'all need to be together.
That was the bar right there.
Bro,
That
I'm
was
talking
it.
about that was a mic drop. Like,
Mhm.
So my
Yeah.
oldest two children are grown right now, right? I can
Mhm.
remember them coming to me, one of them around 6th grade, one of them around 7th grade. And they wanted to know what horny was, basically because I had a where you could come and ask me these type of things if your
Yeah,
body is
yeah.
doing different things.
Yeah.
And I explained to them that it's just your hormones right now, and it's saying that you're attracted to this person for one reason or another.
Mhm.
Take the time to figure out why you're attracted to that person.
Let's go.
There's all it is your body saying, hey, we like that person. Find out why. It does not mean that you're supposed to sleep with them.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of friendships get ruined too because some people you're just supposed to be friends with, but people
Right.
don't understand
Oh.
that either.
I got a personal experience with that. Like, I wish we would have never went that route because it fucked up a good friendship. You know, because real feelings that got involved in everything. So it's like, we just fucked up a friendship like a motherfucker, bro. Damn. Aside, you hit it on the nail with that, right?
And Michelle in the chat, I'm in the same boat as your daughter, so salute to her.
What boat she in?
Straight
I'm the
up.
same age as her daughter, and I've
Okay.
never
Save yourself for the right one, you know.
I'll be honest, you guys. Like I'm 1 year post divorce, right?
Yeah.
And 2-3 years ago, I got married for all the wrong reasons. Okay, but 2-3 years ago, I just decided, and I've talked to Brenda and them about this before. I just decided for the first time ever in my life, after 3 kids and a husband, that I actually needed a man. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And like it messed me up real bad because I come from a long line of A-type personality women who don't worry about it, I got it. You know, these rah type of women. Strong.
And Miss Madam, let's be real now. Like, we have to quit telling each other we don't need each other. Correct. Yes, the fuck we do.
Correct. It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yes, the fuck we do.
When you know better, do better.
Because you got a lot going on in the background when you talk unmuted.
Like, that's
me?
No, I was talking to my boy Jim.
Okay.
That's
so now that I know better, right?
Yeah.
I started speaking it. And like I just as I would tell my friends that I don't need no man, I started telling them, like, can you believe that this is the feeling I got? And like I couldn't understand why at first. It messed with me real bad because I can change oil. You understand me? I can change a flat. Mm-hmm. I can run a household. So what do I need you for?
And see, this is my opinion. When women get the feeling like that, I feel like that's where some of the entitlement come from.
It is, but it's a trick.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. It's a trick. And it's deeply embedded. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because what had to happen was I had to watch my superwoman mom have to need her knees replaced before she was 55, to have overlapping disc in her back before she was 50. And it was like, well, wait a minute. I don't want to have to start replacing my body parts before I'm 60 because I want to be so strong.
Right.
You know, it doesn't mean that I'm weak.
Nah,
to say
not
that
at all.
I need correct, but that's all I knew though, you guys. Like that was it. That's all I knew. But you don't wait on nobody to get it done. You get it done. So as I realized that I needed a man, I started to think about what characteristics I wanted in a man.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about my failed relationships, the things that I saw that actually helped to make me become a better woman, things that actually
I was just about to ask that. Did you think about your flaws and where you might have messed up at in the relationship? You feel me?
Absolutely, because any relationship that I've ever been in, including my marriage, I've always said when we were winning, it was us. So when it failed, it was us.
Let's go.
Like I never put it off on any one person because it's two in that thing.
Let's go.
I was real specific about his flaws. I was real specific about his strength. I was real specific about his spirituality, his soul, his family life. Like I was very specific. And then I was like, okay, now tailor me to be that type of woman that he sees.
Right.
And I just be careful what you pray for because you just might get it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So things started happening in my life, right? And like there'd be a problem and I seriously couldn't come up with a solution. My brain just would not formulate one. I don't know. I don't know what the hell is going on. And then it hit me one day because it messed with me, right? I'm like, what's going on with me? Do I need psychiatrists right now? Like what's happening? And then I remembered that prayer. Tailor me to be the type of woman that he will see. If I always was the person to come up with the solutions, there's no way that I could submit to you and trust you to lead. And he came from the most weirdest place. I never thought he would have. It blindsided me. And we're courting now, and it's gorgeous, and it scared the hell out of me when it first came. Yeah, it seriously scared me. And as we are courting and dating, I'm checking things off the list, And
that's beautiful.
And he's real old. He's exactly what I manifested. So he feels the same way. Certain things you have to wait on, certain things you have to grow to, but we checking the list off on each other. He said he prayed for me,
Let's go. Yeah.
Yeah, this is some eerie, beautiful shit, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you women, we definitely have to look at where we went wrong in it.
Right.
You can't just blame it on that one person. Even if he was a complete asshole, a bum, you still got to check the part of yourself that accepted that.
I was just finna
Yep,
say
that's
that.
what
Why
I
did
had
you
to do.
accept that?
That's what I had to do because I was presented with something one way and it wasn't that. So I stayed in it and it got ugly and I tried to stay, but it's like, I guess I saw parts of myself in that too. Like I don't have it all together. So maybe that's why I was put in that situation to see like, because I think I had some type of idea about myself, like I'm perfect or something, like I deserve a certain type of person and I didn't get that. So I feel like certain things you go through to humble you as well.
That's
You know?
facts. That's facts.
Correct.
Yeah.
And you know, we have to realize that certain parts of ourselves and certain things that we do and we just like, oh well, that's just me. A lot of that's just me is brokenness that you haven't put in the work to heal. And that's not fair for the next person
It ain't.
for you to
It ain't.
bring that to them. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't.
Cause
now
put
you
in the
fucking
hard
with
work.
now you fucking with their energy. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
Yep.
Cause they coming in there whole. They coming in there, you know, thinking this is what it's gonna be like. Okay, you ready? I'm ready. Let's get it popping. But you wasn't all the way ready because you still had a department that you needed to work on, but you really just trying to fill a void. You know what I'm saying? And you not keeping it real out the gate. You know what I'm saying? That's where it goes wrong.
Even if you are in the process of, right? Because nobody is ever totally healed.
Yeah, facts.
Even once you heal, there's a thing called scar tissue.
Yeah.
And it don't ever go away.
Yeah.
So it's in being aware of that as well.
Mm-hmm. We gotta stop ignoring the signs. We gotta stop ignoring certain signs too, though.
Agreed.
Like we all old enough to understand and realize, like, nah, this ain't it. And we gotta start nipping shit in the butt early. You feel me?
He's a widower, right? He's a widower. Next month it'll be a year.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know, right? But so that man is still healing. He's still hurting. He's still healing.
Oh yeah, it's gonna take some time. Yeah.
And you know, I explained to him that if he wasn't, I would be leery because he's 46. They have been together since he was 18.
Oh,
and I told him that there'll never be a time in your life where you don't miss her, where you don't mourn her.
Right.
Ever. So, you know, that doesn't bother me. It's actually really beautiful to me.
because you can see how hard he can love.
That's good. You really being there for him and with him through this time. You feel me? Because a motherfucker will put on that facade like, yeah, I'll ride this out with you. And they not ready to ride shit. They ain't even
they just do it because they know the situation is.
You feel me?
For them.
It sounds right. It sounds right to them. Yeah,
like your lifestyle might match them, but they ain't really ready to rock it out. With you.
Like, he had one that you know hit him up like a month afterwards, and you know, I was very disappointed when I came in September and went to that house and the refrigerator hadn't been cleaned since his wife passed. I'm like, so she came in his house and got your meat and she didn't care about where you kept your food, you know, like things like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was, but I'm that's just not who I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like I told him, if nothing more, then I'm just here to help you transition to the new normal. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, that's dope.
Yeah.
I love how you think.
That's what I'm saying. That's dope. That's real dope.
But on the flip side, what's today? Sunday. Friday night, I actually was supposed to go live and do like a game night. But as soon as I got to my laptop, I got a call that my ex had overdosed.
Damn.
And died.
Hear that.
Right. So, and he's an XXX. Like, this was way back long time ago, but it bothered me. It bothered me, and I'm the type that when I'm in the thick of that energy vibrating that low, I'm not gonna share that with anybody.
Let's go. That's how I am. Wholehearted.
Yeah. I put the laptop down. I turned my ring off on my phone. I allowed myself to go through. I cried. I prayed. I took my sleeping medicine and I went to sleep. And I saw the next day that he had called twice, and messaged. So I let him know what was going on. And last night I was explaining to him that I need you to understand that I couldn't tell you last night.
Yeah,
It's like you could tell me anything. Yeah. I did tell you the next day when I woke up, but at that time I couldn't.
You had to gather your thoughts and stuff like that. Yeah.
Right. Like I was vibrating too low. I'll never pass that to you. I'm not like that, But once upon a time I was. So that was another one of those things that I was tailored to fit this man, like it was just a lot, y'all. But I love the vibe.
It's good that he was able to understand that, because some people would get mad at that you were mourning over that situation.
Yeah, communication and understanding is everything, like everything.
It was on my list of specifics. We actually had to be able to have effective communication.
Right.
To understand each other. To be able to speak clearly and freely to one another. So yeah, you guys, I think everybody can have it. We definitely need each other. Who the hell wants to try to reach the back of their back when they old? The older you get.
I think that's what a lot of people forget. Like they forget that when you get old, you want a motherfucker to be rocking with you when you get old. Like who want to be old? Not with nobody. Like I've been in my job for 20 years and I see old couples that been there, coming in there since I was 16, 15 years old, working there. Like I'm seeing the same people come in there and they done got old together. Like that shit is rare now. Like you don't see that nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like you see so many breakups, couples, these people got babies by this person and this person and that person. Your homie didn't mess with this person. Now they dating. Like
it's definitely a lot of baby mama and baby daddy. Like it's definitely
for no reason. It's just for no reason. It's all off temporary love, off infatuation.
I think a lot of it is lust.
You gotta understand your infatuation.
A lot of it is lust. Motherfuckers is lusting and they trying to override it, saying I love you. No,
exactly.
You lusting over me. That's what that is.
How you love somebody after 2 weeks? You don't know that person.
So I'm kind of guilty in that I created 3 broken homes, y'all. Okay, I'm responsible for creating 3 broken homes.
What you say, like Trick Daddy said, my name alone been known to break up happy homes.
What?
I'm serious. So all 3 of my children have different fathers, but they were all from different relationships that I walked away from and dismantled after the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm gonna take fault on that because each one of those men fought for their families, but they was fighting in the gym by themselves. I had cut the lights off and walked out.
Damn.
Yeah.
At least you could admit that though.
Yeah. And it's because there was no love. It was, I realized I've come from a long line of very quote unquote strong women who zero tolerance. Like you gonna get right or you gonna get gone. And it's that simple. We don't need you then. And I was ignorant because in my immature mind, I felt like I could walk away and do it on my own and we will be okay. Now, I kind of did that, but the part that I was ignorant about and immature about was it took both of us to make that kid, and there's no way you could erase that other part.
Right.
That person, that the effects of that person are going to be in your home, whether they're there or not. So in hindsight, that was real ignorant of me. And I did have to deal with it. Didn't matter that I kept the kids active in everything, that they were very intelligent kids. None of that mattered when it came to the other person in their app.
I just think, like you say, the world is so trendy now. Like it just everybody having kids, and it's like
It's empty.
it's like
Mhm.
you can have a kid with this person, then you can have a kid with that person, and then it's like you just having a kid. Everybody just having kids. Like everybody having a kid with this person, and there's no substance, there's no family, there's no structure, there's no order no more. And that's why I say,
Hell no, because they barely value each other.
Yeah,
yeah,
everything is so
chaotic.
empty.
Yeah, it's empty as hell. It's just people just doing stuff because they just doing it.
Yeah.
Person right
Everything is
there.
for Instagram too. Like, oh, I
Yep.
got married. Let me show off my ring. Let me show off this and that. It's not for what it actually is supposed to be. It's not love.
Facts.
Nothing is
Th-
We
love.
didn't
There's
even
no more
have none of
secret.
that back then.
There's no more secrecy in this shit. You feel me? Like,
There's no more. It's no more. People don't want to love. They don't care to love. You ask somebody what love is, they're gonna say, love is no, it's not. Like
I know a lot of my generation damn sure don't know. Cause I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. Besides my
And to
mama
love
and my daughter,
someone
besides
and
my
be
mama and my daughter, I never knew what real love is for real, for real. Let's be honest. I'm being honest and transparent. In a relationship, I ain't never know what real love is.
To
I'm
me,
with
Do
you on
anybody
that.
know what
That was my problem. And
what
there's
is
a
love?
difference between love and in love.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right.
In
See,
love
but
hits
what is
you like
love?
a ton of bricks, especially if you never knew what it was or believed in it. It hit me like a ton. I wasn't ready.
I know, and sometimes, and that's when it becomes a teaching moment, and that's when the man has to sit the woman down and really explain to her what he's trying to do. He has to really grasp her attention. He can't just be
Yeah, he
yelling,
tried.
screaming at her, or directing her, always automatically assuming that this woman knows her role, because some women really don't know.
They don't know. Yeah,
So a
right.
man has to come in and really understand his role and sit this woman down and understand and really get her mind focused on what he's trying to do. And if she can't get with the program, then he move on to another program.
Yeah,
Somebody,
facts.
somebody's gonna get it. Somebody is going to get it. Point blank. Period. Because it's women out here that really want to listen and let a man lead them to where they need to be led, because they know at the end of the day they need that man to lead them. She need that man to become a mother. She need that man to have
Facts.
start a family, to have a family. So why would she want to go out here and date a man that ain't willing and ready to lead her to where she needs to be led? So these men got to understand that there's a teaching moment when you get with this woman. She's all ears. She's open. When you got to first get with a woman, she's wide open. That's when you're supposed to be drilling her, not drilling her, but
Advising and working with them.
massaging her mental,
Yeah,
with telling her everything that she needs to be told, that you trying to lead her to where she needs to be led. If you're not leading her to where she needs to be led, then y'all gonna fall off the cliff.
it's
And y'all
blind leading the blind at that point.
exactly.
Have y'all ever read or listened to the audiobook of The Way of the Superior Man?
No, I
Nah, but it
haven't.
sounds like a good book though.
I gifted that to this man I'm courting. I think that I'm gonna gift it to you all. Y'all should really listen to the audiobook. It's like 5 hours long
Mhm.
on the audiobook, but it is definitely a must read.
Okay.
It is.
And let's be honest, y'all. Nowadays, like the nigga out Pretty Ricky said, love means legs open very easy. You know what I'm
Ain't
saying?
that about nothing?
To me, I believe love is like giving somebody trust. It's like willing to sacrifice yourself for that person. Like it's like dying for that person, because you have to be able to merge, like Knowledge said, like it's coming together with somebody. If you can't do that, then why are you even in a relationship?
But that has to be
Because
reciprocated.
Lauryn Hill says, "Why die for me? I want you to live for
I
me."
want you to live for me.
It's
Yeah.
about knowing that you
The
can
thing
live
about
with
it
this
is that's
person,
not
that you
the
can
thing about
grow
it
in.
is that's not being taught at the beginning of a relationship. It's
Facts.
not being taught that I am here to lead you. Baby, if you're not understanding that I have a plan and I'm trying to tell you my plan and you can add to it, maybe critique it a little bit, and we gonna go and get this together. That's why you see successful relationships. You see these people that they've been together for years because they grinded it out, they stuck together, they created solutions for when they had problems with each other.
Since
Instead
we
of,
a team, you feel me?
instead of just saying fuck it, I'm gonna go fuck with somebody else because you know there's a million people you could just go inbox on Facebook or Instagram.
That's why I appreciate my grandparents, because they definitely set that example for me. I know some of their story and like what they went through when they were teenagers together and stuff like that. And they still here. Like they were separated at one point, but like that was only for maybe 3 years. Like they understand fighting for each other. You know what I'm saying? They had that.
That's because they came from a different breed to where like, yeah, it was more real. It was more real. Yeah, they had they, they had they shit. Don't get me wrong, but they came back to the drawing board. Like, look, baby, woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be arguments, man, but you gotta find sunshine in the storm. Like, you gotta be willing to go through that shit together. You
Listen,
gotta weather that motherfucker.
my opinion is it's not a man or a woman thing. It's a group thing. It's two people in a relationship.
Let's go.
It's two people in a relationship. So it's not certain times you sit your woman down or your woman sit you down. It's instances in which things happen that y'all come together as a group to create a solution. That's what we have to understand if you want a relationship to grow. It's not a who or who leads, but it's a we lead for us to succeed. Once you find a person, it's a partnership, yes. Once you find the person or you have an idea that this person can be the person for you, it's when you take those situations that may be problems in your lives and y'all together take instances in those moments to rectify it. And that's how you find out in a relationship who's best at what in the relationship, because I'm a leader in my household. Dom knows I'm a leader in my household, but my wife is also a leader in my household. Certain things I'm not good at in this relationship that she is, and vice versa.
Yep.
So we have to understand when it's my turn to lead. When it's her turn to lead. And this is coming from me. I've been with my wife for 18 years. Okay. The only thing we haven't dealt with is infidelity. That's a blessing.
That's beautiful. That's
basically what you're
blessing.
saying is it's really no gender roles and y'all shit. Like
it's a gender role in a sense, because
nobody is more dominant over the other.
Hold on, let me finish so you can really get it because it's certain situations. Okay, so in my household, I'm a leader at one thing, more than one thing, but the number one thing is look at it like this, guys. If someone comes in my household while everyone's sleeping, the first thing they may do is get the husband because he is the strongest one in the household.
Correct.
Okay. Correct. So women have to understand that in a sense. So we don't put ourselves in situations to where it can be volatile to each other's partner. So in an instance where I need to go get my kids from school, but my wife is busy and I can't get her, we have to come up with.
Dang.
Boy, them demons ain't want to let that message come through.
He was preaching.
Come back up. Got this Sunday service, man. Hell.
Yeah, it was balance and polarity, though.
Yeah.
See, but I get what he's saying. Like,
yeah,
what he's saying basically is like the woman is leading when she needs to lead, and he lead when he needs to lead. But
balance and polarity.
They both play their part.
Understand that, but at the end of the day, he got the final say so because he's the protector of the household. That's what I mean when I say lead. Exactly. That's what I say when I say lead. When I say lead, it doesn't necessarily take away from the woman. Like she she just gotta sit there like a fucking dog and just listen. Like,
let's talk it like football.
Yeah,
right. Let's talk like football. He the quarterback at all times.
Let's go.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's not a throwing pass. It's not a throwing play. It's a running play. Sometimes
now fuck that. She could be the quarterback, baby. I'm the coach. We gonna run this together though. Like, and if you see I'm wrong,
the head coach, she the defensive coordinator.
However you want to run it. I'm saying,
however you want to run it.
Brother, you the GM. You the GM.
You feel me? Like,
you the GM. Y'all both coaches. You understand what I'm saying? And it's good to keep the team together. But when one person on the team, whether it's the GM or the coach or the players, do something wrong, Well, then we all got to come together and find out if this thing is worth it.
Let's
You
go.
get it?
Let's
I
go.
don't know what's going on with my phone this morning, but it keep cutting me out. I'm so sorry.
You good, bro?
It's cool.
We was just
We had
kicking
a,
back
we had
where
a
you
good
left off.
video though, shit, because I'm finna get me something to eat around this month.
Yeah.
But like I say, Knowledge, I appreciate you bringing me on the panel, guys. I appreciate you guys, all of you guys. I hope.
Nah, I appreciate. Yeah,
I
your
enjoyed
perspective.
this.
Hey, you finna get on the game?
Yeah, I get on there if you want to.
Yeah, I'm finna.
But I appreciate this, and I think we all need to get our friends to join us in this panel. That's the only way we can grow this bill, because a lot of people don't understand relationship is not just a one person thing. How can a relationship be a one person thing when it's two people in it?
Two people.
Mm-hmm.
We can't. We gotta
That's why I like
understand
the
that
word
first.
partnership.
There we
Gotta
go.
understand that first, man. It's very simple. It's not as complex as people make it, but
It's complex when two wrong people are together, like when you're not supposed to
Or
be
you
together.
really not in it for that reason.
well, you gotta understand what you go in a relationship looking for, wanting to get out of at the end
Nah,
of the
you're
day.
right. Yeah, hell yeah.
You know, because
Because
the
guess
one
what?
person
You should want something out of it. You should have
Correct.
expectations.
exactly. And I think this all started when, a lot of women started to not want the relationships, but they wanted the men and women. I'm not just gonna put it on women, but I'm gonna say the relationships got messed up when they started wanting things,
Correct.
materialistic things, in order to prove my love for you. That's not gonna be, that's empty.
Right.
They value the bank account more than the heart.
I never cared about flowers and all that stupid stuff. Like, to me,
I
that
do.
doesn't
I
do
want
anything for
orchids.
me. I mean, it's nice. It's a nice gesture, but I don't need that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like, to
right.
me, it's more important how I'm being treated. It's not about what you're buying me. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not always going to have money. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
when that man goes and he sees that big old booty and that snatched up waist, and she ain't got no cellulite, and her nails and her hair stay did, and her makeup stay beat, and she stay traveling, and then he try to domesticate that thing. And she try to domesticate it.
A real man know that that's trouble.
Yeah, you
Like,
do.
well,
Yeah, that's horrible temptation right there. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Trouble.
And a
what
lot
did
of
you
this shit-
expect
a lot of
from
this
her
crap
other
come
than
from-
Rotel?
Barely Rotel shit.
Oodles and noodles.
She is going to make you a sandwich.
A matter of
A
fact,
slop-
she don't even eat that. She needs y'all to go out to eat because
Yeah.
she got to be careful what she put in her body. She only
He
eat
wants you to
lamb.
take goddamn Papa Do's.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
yeah,
you gotta
yeah,
eat Tortino's pizza rolls and shit. You feel me? Like, come on.
Yeah. She trying to feed you the kids pizza rolls and shit, but she wants you to take her to Papa Do's.
correct. And now you got this problem because something going on with your account, and you need her to just see what's going
My
on. But
account
she
been
can't really
froze.
look, but she can't really read too well. So
Oh my God. I can't
you know what I'm
read.
saying? Yeah, because she ain't really care about school. She always just cared about keeping her face beat. She's materialistic. Can't really count too well. I know some of these people, so
She
I'm
can't
not
write a
just making
sentence.
Hey,
this up.
knowledge. That's when we think quick. You feel? No, this ain't it.
But
Yes,
she
it
can put
is.
the pop on the headstand.
That's what I'm saying. It's a time and a place for everything now.
She has a bottomless throat.
Some
You know
of
what
them
I'm
can't even
saying?
do that good.
Right.
Ooh.
Let me
You
mute
right though.
myself.
She's right though. But
And you
that's
gonna keep her.
that's another topic for next week's Sunday service.
Yeah, man.
Already. I'm gonna go ahead and tap back into my physical life. I do appreciate you, Knowledge, for having me on the panel. I enjoyed the rest of the
Yeah.
panel guests, and I'll be listening.
It was definitely dope. You know
This
what
was
I'm saying?
good.
Knowledge, we got to do it again. We got to run this back, man.
Already, bro. You already know. I appreciate y'all coming up.
For sure.
Peace.
Peace.
Get on.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit you when I get on.
For sure. I'm finna get on right now. Yeah.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in, man. We up out of here. Peace.
I'm a guy on these YouTube streets, helping people balance their soul like the rhymes on this beat. And if it ain't about the knowledge, then I'm ready for beef. Boy, you know I'm from the shy, ain't no fucking fucking with me. Ain't no ducking the G, and I ain't talking no gang. I'm talking number 7 manifest, the mystery's made. For them intellectual minds, and cheers up your spine. That's that Kundalini rising, trying to free up your mind. Yeah, my